In this video I'll show you how to best farm while AFK in Sailor Peace on Roblox. Subscribe, like, hype if you want to get this, more Roblox guides and enter giveaways. Watch till the end to understand this guide well. I'll tell you how to set up a proper AFK farming loop in Sailor Peace, because when this is configured correctly your character just keeps grinding levels, resources, and drops completely on its own without you needing to touch anything. The whole thing works by layering the game's built-in automation features on top of each other, and then adding one extra tool to keep everything running indefinitely. Let me walk you through every step so you know exactly what to do. The first thing you do is open your settings and enable auto skills and auto hockey. Turning these on means your character will automatically keep using abilities and keeping hockey active whenever they are off cooldown, so you never have a gap in your attack output. After you enable those in settings, you also want to go to the buttons near your skills and weapon and toggle auto usage on each individual ability. This makes sure every skill in your kit is firing on its own rather than just the ones covered by the global setting. At this point your character is already attacking continuously on their own, which is the foundation of the whole setup. Now here is the part that holds it all together. Even with auto skills running, the game can still flag you as inactive and kick you from the server if there is no actual input being detected. This is where an auto clicker comes in. Run one in the background and it simulates constant input, which completely prevents the inactivity kick. With the auto clicker going, your character can stay in the server for as long as you want without interruption. That is the key piece that makes overnight farming actually possible. The next thing that takes this setup from good to really efficient is the quest system. Before you fully set everything and walk away, start a quest first. Subscribe to this channel if you want to join the giveaway. Check the links in the video description and write what you would like to get from this game. Then go back into your settings and enable auto quest repeat. Once that is on, the game will automatically keep accepting and completing the same quest over and over without you ever needing to walk back to the NPC. This means your loop now has a quest reward layer on top of the regular mob kill rewards, which means you are stacking gems, money, and experience from two sources simultaneously the entire time. At this point you have a complete automation loop running. Your character is auto-attacking non-stop, the auto-clicker keeps you in the server, and quests keep refreshing and completing on their own. Everything runs together, and the rewards just keep accumulating. For this setup to work at its best though, you need to be smart about which enemies you target. You should always be farming enemies that you can one-shot or kill extremely quickly. The reason for that is stability. If the enemies you are fighting take multiple hits, they can knock your character around, reposition you, or cause issues that break the loop. One-shot enemies keep the farm fast, keep your position stable, and keep the whole system running smoothly without any unexpected interruptions. This method works across a huge range of activities in the game. You can use it for leveling, for farming specific materials, for collecting rare drops, or for stacking resources like tower keys over time. The one situation where this setup is generally not worth running is on bosses. Boss fights have long spawn timers between attempts, and the fights themselves take much longer to complete, which kills the efficiency of the loop compared to just farming regular mobs. Stick to standard enemies in a good farming zone, and you will get way better results per hour. When you have everything dialed in correctly, and you leave the game running overnight, you will come back to a genuinely impressive amount of progress. Levels will have climbed, your gem count will be significantly higher, your money stack will have grown, and depending on where you are farming you will have a solid pile of drops waiting for you. The whole concept is not complicated at all. You set up the automation in settings, run an auto clicker to stay online, activate auto quest repeat for the extra reward layer, pick the right enemies for fast stable kills, and then just let the game do the work for you. Done right, this is one of the easiest and most passive ways to make meaningful progress in Sailor Peace without having to actively sit and grind. Let me go through the whole thing one more time in slightly different terms so every part of it is completely clear in your head. You kick things off by going into settings and flipping on auto skills and auto hockey so your abilities and hockey are always firing without manual input. Then you go to each individual skill button near your weapon and toggle auto on for every single one so nothing gets left out of the automation loop. From there you fire up an auto clicker on your device to simulate activity and stop the game from ever kicking you for being idle. which is what allows you to actually go AFK for extended periods including overnight sessions. Before stepping away, you also want to grab a quest and enable auto quest repeat in settings so the quest keeps cycling and adding an extra layer of gems, money, and EXP on top of your mob kill rewards. The enemy selection piece is important too because one-shot enemies keep your position locked and your kill speed maxed out, while tougher enemies risk displacing your character and disrupting the entire loop. Bosses are generally not worth including in AFK setups because of their spawn delays and longer fight durations. Use this method on regular farming zones and your overnight sessions will consistently generate solid stacks of experience, currency, and item drops with absolutely zero active effort required on your part. Let's sum it all up now. The entire method is about stacking multiple systems on top of each other so your character never stops progressing even when you are not playing. You start in the settings by turning on auto skills and auto hockey, which makes your character constantly use abilities and maintain buffs without any manual input so your damage output never drops. Then you go a step further and enable auto usage on every individual skill so nothing is left out, and your entire kit is firing non-stop, which creates a continuous attack cycle. After that, you add the most important external part, which is the auto clicker, because even if your character is fighting, the game can still detect inactivity, so the auto clicker simulates input and keeps you in the server forever, allowing true AFK farming even overnight. Once that is running, you expand the system by using quests, so before going AFK you accept a quest and enable auto quest repeat, which makes the game keep completing and re-accepting it automatically, adding a second layer of rewards on top of normal farming, so now you are gaining EXP, gems, money, and drops at the same time. At this point the loop is complete, your character attacks automatically, the auto clicker keeps you online, and quests keep refreshing, so everything runs together without interruption. The only thing left is choosing the right enemies, because this decides how stable the setup will be, so you always want enemies you can one-shot, since that keeps your position stable and prevents knockbacks that could break the loop, while also maximizing your farming speed. This method works for leveling, farming materials, collecting drops, and building resources over time, but it is not ideal for bosses because they spawn slowly and take longer to kill, which reduces efficiency compared to regular mobs. When everything is set correctly, you can leave the game running for hours or overnight, and come back to a huge amount of progress with levels, currency, and items all stacked up. The full idea is simple: enable automation, keep yourself online with an auto clicker loop, quests for extra rewards, pick fast enemies, and let the system run, because once everything is configured properly, this becomes one of the easiest and most passive ways to progress in the game.